guys, welcome back to my channel. It's She from Happiness and Crafting. So, Lost Mojo makes. Do apologise, I've been a little bit poorly, so I've got a bit of a croaky throat at the moment. I thought we would just have a nice simple make again, like Lost Mojo makes. So I've got my big box of scrappy bits in here, and I thought we could just make some, you know, just make some things. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I've got my ink in case I want to ink, I've got my glue, and I've got my little chopper, my little guillotine here. So let's see. It's a little bit chilly today. I've been out shopping last week, as you all probably know, because I did say in my last couple of videos. So I think I've sort of like caught something while I was out and about. So there we go. Never mind. Never mind. So let's just get on some nice simple makes. Right, I have got some music paper. Let's just have a little sort out. I've got a little bit more music paper there. So this series really is about sort of like Lost Mojo and just having, you know, a little sort of make just to get our mojo back. And the way I sort of do it is just go through some of the things that are on my desk, and it sort of like gets me going again to see what I can make. And I do like to sort of have a little sort out. I'm not quite sure whether these are, some of them got printed on the back and some of them aren't, but I'm not really bothered about that today. So I'm just going to sort out some of these papers. These look actually quite good, don't they? I can use all of those. I've got one of my lovely papers in there from last time we were using these bits. So okay, what should we do? Let's have a little think. See, these little bits are card. Do we need those? Should we just make some like, have I got any plain paper? There's this one here. Right, let's just move this one out of the way. That's another clear bit. So yeah, what I like to do is just come into my craft room and just have a little sort of little play, get some bits and pieces out, and have a make of some sort. I don't know what we're going to do today, but I wanted some plain paper. Maybe we'll make some, should we make some little booklet thingies with these little scrap papers? And they're quite nice just to pop into your journals, aren't they? Just to tuck into a little pocket. Okay, I've got lots of little scrappy bits here, so these will be really good for the sort of pages. Excuse me. Don't want any of the papers that are too thick. Oh, we've got an envelope. I don't really need an envelope. That's card. I just need the sort of paper. What's that? That's a little page of some sort. That can come in. These, see all these little bits. I did have some packaging actually somewhere which I could have used. But I want to go through here. Okay, oh, these are good bits. These are bits. Okay, I think that's probably enough. Probably enough. So let's just fold. Let's just do some folding first. Let's make the inside. And then we can just have something to fit on the outside. So, nice, simple one. Let's pop that out of the way. Let's get my ruler, wherever my ruler is. My ruler is always forever lost somewhere. There it is. So let's just rip some of these up. So guys, have you had, well, it's Wednesday today. I can't believe it's Wednesday already. A week till Christmas. Gosh. Hope you guys are all sorted for Christmas. For everybody that celebrates Christmas. I think I am pretty much. I got my daughter's parcel sent off eventually. Andy went on Monday and popped it over to the post office. It was pretty heavy in the end, but luckily we have in the post office, they have a sort of agreement with Spain about sending stuff in the post, so it's a lot cheaper. I think it was nearly 5 kilos the box that I sent, and that was 14 euros. So I think that was really good price. So I'm really pleased with that. because I sent my son a little parcel, and that was like 17 euros, and that was hardly anything in that one, and that was to the UK. So, you know, it's all, I don't know, but I don't mind spending like that, seeing it's for Christmas. I think that's quite nice. And it's nice to get a parcel in the post. It doesn't matter how old you are, does it? When my kids, they just love to receive a little parcel in the post. It's very exciting. And my grandchildren, my Olivia, my granddaughter, my daughter was putting some bits and pieces under the tree, little presents that family members have given her to pop under the tree from her husband's side. And Olivia said, "Oh, where's Grandma's parcel? Grandma always sends a parcel." So she was very excited about me sending a parcel, but my daughter won't put it under the tree until Christmas Eve. So she was very sort of concerned that my parcel wasn't there. Bless her. Right, I'm just going to use this as a little cover. It's the first piece on top of there. So nice, no cutting today. I got my little cutter, but I think we'll just do a little bit of tearing. Not quite sure how we're going to pop these in. Could do with a bigger piece of paper on there actually, couldn't we, as well? Don't want them too thick because I want them just to pop into the pockets of journals. So we don't want it too sort of big and bulky, do we? But it's quite nice to just, even if these little bits are nice to just to stick little things on. You know, if you go somewhere and you've got like a little tag or something you want to keep, you can pop it onto there. Let's have another piece of this, I think. Should we have the little ones on the outside? Let's just take those off. Excuse me. We can have that a little bit smaller. Oops. Like that. I really, really need to use up my scrap papers because that box is sort of overflowing and we really don't. Is that going to be too wide? I really don't have much room in there to put anything. Oh look, that would just about fit. So let's put that on the inside. Then we'll have, I'm going to just sort of stagger them just so it fills up that, do you know what I mean? They're not quite long enough, but that works, doesn't it? So what's that, 3 pieces? So that's 4, 5, 7 pieces. That's quite nice amount. But we need to put them in there like that. So when I'm just going to put one little staple in there, I think. A nice simple one. Now I don't normally like white paper, but I'm gonna leave this one white like that. Now I need my stapler. Okay, got my little stapler here. So let's turn it on. I'm just going to do one little staple in there like that. Super simple. Look at that. And then we've got this lovely little notebook. I'm just going to ink around the edge. All these little bits. I do apologise, I'm very sort of croaky. I woke up, I think it was Saturday night. Oh, my throat, it was so sore. When you get a sore throat and you can hardly swallow, that's what it was like, and it was just awful. I think Monday I did absolutely nothing. I just sat on the sofa. I think I slept most of the day, which I don't like doing. I feel like I'm wasting my day, but I know we all have to rest now and again. But I do feel like I waste my time like that. Look at that, guys. How sweet is that? Just a lovely little book. So again, I'm going to make a couple of these actually, because that goes into a journal. Lovely, doesn't it? Nice, super simple one. And this is quite a nice one for a little mass make as well, isn't it? Let's just fold this in half like that. I'm just going to trim the end, just didn't fold that very well. Let's just cut that bit off. I've got my little thing of my little bowl of bits and pieces there, but I'm going to just, oh, I like these. What's that? Is that the right height? Not quite, is it? These ones, let's use these. What's that? So yeah, this is sort of like a definite Lost Mojo one because it's just so simple. And you don't have to really think about anything. We can just sort of fold up bits of paper. What I might do, I might just fold bits of paper and then make the covers and see what we end up with. Fold lots of pieces. This is quite a nice one. This is quite a nice one to get rid of all your scrap papers. Obviously it doesn't have to be just your coffee stain paper in here, but I got lots of it, so we need to get rid of it. Look, it's getting all scrunched up in there too. Let's have a few. I quite like the long ones. I do like that. I don't normally do sort of like long ones. I like that one. Let's fold this piece in half. Let's do this piece. Like that. Oh, I gave Jessie a bath. I had to bath Jessie because I'm very reluctant to bath her at the moment because that's when she had her stroke after she had a bath, but it was coming back from the dog place. But I've been wiping her down with wet wipes to keep her nice and clean because I was so terrified of bathing her. But I gave her the bath this morning and she was jumping around. She was so happy. She must have felt so grubby because I like to bath her so she's all clean and not sort of doggy smell. But she absolutely was loving her bath this morning, so I'm really pleased. Because yes, we've been wet wiping her, which seems a bit strange, but I don't like doggy smell, and I could feel it. You know, when you could sort of feel my house was, I could sort of have a little odour of Jessie. Bless her, because she's a little old lady, but she was a bit smelly. So she's not now. She smells all lovely. There we go. So this is it. Lovely, lovely. Look at this. Let's get rid of all of these bits. So that one's already folded. So let's just tear these up like that. Not worried that it's got ink on it. That's fine. That will do. This piece has got a fold in it there. So what I'm going to do is just tear that down and then fold these in half like that. So we've got a whole big pile building up here. Look, I've got some, this is lined and then this is like music paper on this side, so we want the lines to go the right way, don't we? So let's just do this like that. And then we've got a nice thin one, like that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh, it's nice, a nice easy one today. Nice easy makes. And I feel like I'm actually doing something. I don't think my brain's working very well today, this week, on actually trying to figure out a big project. So we're going to have little no-brainer ones. Look, I got this little pile here, so let's get a bigger piece. Is that the tallest piece I got? No, here we go. This one, this is a bigger piece. And then I'll put that on there. I quite like them like that when they're stacked. Let's go for, which side is it? This side. Right, I think that's gonna not fit in there, so we'll have to get another piece of paper in a minute. There we go. Oh, how many was that? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 7's quite a good number actually. Let's have a little bit of that. So you got like 7 pieces, so you got like 14 in there. So that's quite nice. Let's just, then we get my little peggy things, my little clips, like that. Oh, should we put this on the outside? Little ones. The thing is, when I use my scrap paper, I always feel like I seem to have more at the end of it. I don't know why. I have lots. What was that? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7. That feels quite thick, so I think that must be about 7 in there. Nice little books. I like this taller one actually. 1, 2, 3. Little one here. Put that one in the middle, so we know it's going to catch with our staple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more on here. Let's have another little one there. 7. How many bits have we got left? Do you think we got enough? Oh, it's a little. Don't need that one. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should we just have one more? What's this piece? There we go. Let's just fold that in half. 7. There we go. Lovely. Let's pop a little clip on that for a minute. Put those to the side. What have we got? Oh, I do like this paper. And this one. Let's move these out of the way. We can shift these a little bit actually to make them fit. So let's just fold that over. Little tear down like that, and let's shift these a little bit so they're a little bit longer. Just a minute, let's take these off because that paper's quite long, isn't it? Let's go up just a fraction more, just so we can catch that in the middle, up like that. What do you reckon? Do you think that's going to fit? Lovely, look at that. Let's find the middle. Is that the middle? There we go. Move these pieces up there just so I can have a little staple. One right in the middle. Nice and simple. Look at that, lovely. Right, let's have a little bit of ink on this one. I might just sort of embellish them in a minute, I think. I think we need a little bit of embellishing on these because these are really pretty. And then they will be ready to pop into little pockets for whatever you're making. A little extra, isn't it, to go into a journal. Let's put that one. Let's have this one and this one. That's quite nice. I want some pretty paper. What have we got? Got that one that's a little bit too small. That one's got a fold in it. That's kind of pretty, isn't it? Oh look, this is one of my favourites. Let's use this one. Let's have one of these. Oh, stuff everywhere. Let's use this one. So again, this is going to be a little bit longer. Let's take this out. Let's put that like that. Let's do that. Now, I don't want another piece of paper, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a little tuck in this one. So let's fold that down, turn that back over, look, and then we've got a little tuck at the back of there, so I'm going to just glue that. Let's just glue this little bit here, a little bit there. See, as you start making, you sort of like get other ideas coming. So like a little flap in there. We don't want to cut that off, so let's just pop a little flap in there. Let's push that down. There we go. Make sure that's nice and flat. This can be a little bit longer. So let's just shift these little pages about a little bit. Where's the middle one? That's the middle one. Let's go this way. Okay, that's long enough. That's long enough. These can just go oopsie daisy up and down. I'm not going to bother about inking these. Just got to make sure that that's going to get caught in the middle of there, which I think it will. Do you know what I mean? We can just shift these just a tiny bit. There we go. Perfect. And then we'll get our little stapler out, or my big stapler. And like I said before, with your stapler, if you've got just a normal stapler, just get something underneath it, like a little eraser or something, and open it up like that, and then get something soft underneath, and you can just do the same thing, open it up and then push that down. You don't need a big stapler, but this one hasn't got any. Oh, it's got one little stapler in. So there we go, lovely. Do you know what I'm going to do? I might round the corners. I do like rounding corners, as you'll all know. There we go. It's a little one with rounded corners and then a little pocket at the side. Fabulous. There we go. And then we can decorate these up in a moment. Lovely. And then I need to, I think maybe, so I'm going to do some videos over Christmas on a little bit more organising, because I've got those boxes. I like the boxes that I did with my lace in them. Whether you saw the video, this one, where I made these, I'm liking those. So I need to sort of like either make something else to put all these little bits in. Josh, I mean, I've got these little booklets, and I make tags and all those things that we make. It's quite nice to have something to put them in, isn't it? Right, what shall we use? This one. This one's got writing on it, so it needs to be quite thin, and I don't really have anything that thin. They're not really that thin, are they? What's this one? This way? That would work, wouldn't it? That's just an offcut of something or other. Which way round should it go? This way, I think. Yeah. Look, that fits. That will fit lovely. Now this one we just have to push in. We just have to make this one slightly smaller. There we go, like that. This has got a little white edge on it. Well, I haven't quite cut it properly, so I'm just going to take that tiny little white edge off. Although I could have inked it. Really, I could have inked it, couldn't I? And I'm going to just round the corners like this. And there. Pop that in. Like that. There we are. Shift these about just a tiny bit. So remember, if you've got a shorter one, just make sure, you know, it's in the middle, so we're not going to lose it when it's not going to fall out when we staple. There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Little bit of ink. Then I've just got one more and then we shall decorate them. Oh, I could probably make hundreds of these little books, I think. There we go. Little bit of ink. And I think that's probably the top. We could do a sort of almost like a little flower in that little corner bit, couldn't we? So let's put the lid on. Let's just make one more. That's kind of nice. Oops. What have we got? What do we have in here? Oh, we've got this lovely one with roses on. That's lovely, isn't it? Shall we use that one? Do you know, I could probably go that way. I'm going to just rip this down, I think, with my... Let's just do it this way. Just so I'm not folding all of that card. Let's pop that in there. I suppose we could probably have another little tuck, couldn't we? If I folded it the other way, I don't think I can have this upside down now. No, I think we'll have another little pocket in the back, little tuck, shall we? Instead of using that. Instead of cutting it off, I mean. Let's just put that around this way. There we go. Let's glue this down. I'm going to just ink this a little bit. Just ink that, so when we put it down it's a little darker. So guys, what have you put on your Christmas list? Have you put any crafty bits on your Christmas list? To Santa? Is there anything that you really want? I'm going to do a video, and probably I might even do it tomorrow or Friday, we'll see. Just on that gem setter, you know, the gemmy thing. Can't remember what it's called now. Rhinestones. They're the rhinestone setter. I've used it a few times now, but I've not done a video, and it is fab. I absolutely love it. For adding little extra bits to, you know, your work. Let's put that there. And that's nice. A little bit of bling. We like a little bit of bling, don't we? There we go. But I know a few of you have got the bow maker. I know you got the bow maker down as a gift. I just love my bow maker. I should have already done a sort of top 10 little thingy-majiggies for Christmas, shouldn't I? All the things that I use. Well, maybe I could do that. Maybe I'll do that for Friday, shall I? Let's see. Top 10 things that I use most of on my desk. What do you think? I could do, couldn't I? There we go. Because we all have sort of favourite little things, don't we, that we use all the time. So I might actually do that for you guys. Right, didn't need that one after all. So I have got 5 lovely little books. How quick were those to make? Right, I'm going to just... I mean, it just feels like it multiplies my paper. Oh gosh, I'm just going to pop that on top of there just so I got a bit more room. I don't know why I took all of this out. It was very ambitious of me, thinking I'm going to use it all. So there we go, we got 5 little books. Let's have a little... Let me just pop that back in my little drawer. That can go up there. Let's take this. Oh, I've got my glue gun on. That's good. Let's put this over here, and then we've got these little bits, these little booklets, and they're all really pretty, aren't they? Look how pretty they are. What shall we do? Let's just take these out. So it's just using, look at that, what's on my desk? Because that's, excuse me, that's what this is all about, isn't it? You only need tiny bits. We don't need a lot of stuff on here. Oops. Oops, my wire's caught. I moved my glue gun, actually. Oh, I'm going to get stuck. There we go. That's why I didn't quite reach. Look how grubby it is. I really should give it a bit of a clean. But yeah, but over Christmas I do want to have a little tidy up. A little bit of an organise, ready for the new year. Look at that, that's lovely. Little diddly bits. I think my New Year's resolution last year, I was going to add bits to them first, was to tidy my desk when I finished working on it in the evenings. And you know, I pretty much did that this year. I'm quite pleased with that. Oh, I wanted a flower on there. Josh, I mean, I like to sort of come in here, and when it's not messy, if I'm in the middle of a project, then, oh, that's quite a nice colour, isn't it? If I'm in the middle of a project, then I'll leave the stuff on my desk. But if I'm not, I do like to have a tidy desk. I must say, I haven't always done that, but majority of the time this year I have. Okay, squidge that down like that. Let's put that on. Oh, look at that. Looks like a little curtain, doesn't it? Need a little bit of lace across the top, I think. What's this little one? Just little pretty bits. Oh, look at that. That's lovely. I think I need my little finger dauber for this one. It's not a finger dauber, it's a finger protector. That's what we are using. Don't know why I constantly call it a finger dauber. I think it's because I'm daubing and daubing. Do apologise if I sniff. I'm really, really sorry. I really dislike people sniffing in videos. So I really apologise if I have. Right, what did I need? That's so pretty. I'm going to leave it like that for a minute because I might come back and add something. But I need a flower. Oh, there's one. Oh, that's kind of nice, isn't it? Actually, that goes really well with that. I'm going to stick that on. This isn't one that I've made. This is one that I was given, I think. Or it came with something or other. There we go. I mean, they just need a little extra something. What else could we put? I've got this ribbon again. I don't know why this isn't wrapped around my thingamajiggities. Should we put that down the side? Yes, we will. A little bit of glue. Put that on. There we go. Lovely. Is that stuck? Not quite, is it? A little bit more. Stringy bits. Stick that down. There we go. Lovely. Okay, let's do these little bits. I might come back, so I'll come back to this one. I got some little roses somewhere that might look nice along there. Right, let's do these two. What have we got? I just wanted to use what's in this little pot, my little thingamajiggidy pot of bits and pieces. This is pretty. Or should we put this down this side? Or should we put it down this way? A little bit going outwards. like that. Oh, I don't know. Or this way. No, I think I'm going to put it this way. Oh, I don't know. We will see. This is the right way up, isn't it? Not really, really matters. I'm going to just pop some glue. Not all the way down because it dries too quick. We're going to go inwards. Like that. Lift that up. Oops. Goes down. This is why I've got blobs of glue on my desk. This cover, one of you lovelies asked me about this and I could not find, it was a while ago now, I could not find your message. Anyway, I think it was a message from under one of the videos and I've gone through it. You wanted to know what this, I covered this with, but it's not very good, it's too thin. I wouldn't recommend it. It's a lovely, lovely wood grain, but it's got little holes and stuff in it. This is ripped here, so I wouldn't recommend it because it's not very durable at all. But I've been trying for ages to find one of you, the lovely lady that's asked me about it, but I just cannot find your post. But I wouldn't recommend it because it's too thin. It's way too thin. The last one I had was fabulous, but this one is thin and not good. Not good. Right, I like that. That's lovely, isn't it? Almost looks like a little door. It needs a little something on there. Right, last one. What do we need on this one? What should we have on this one? Could do with just a little bit of something. That's quite nice, isn't it? Oh my gosh, I've got this stringy stuff on me. Oh, I've also got this, which is beautiful. It's way too big for that, but oh, I don't know actually. Quite like that on the front. I won't put it on the back, but I do like that on the front, don't you? Because that flower just fits there lovely. Shall I? Let me just trim this down here. Not that that was a very good trim. I can trim it up in a minute. Should I put that in and then leave it so we've got almost like a little belly band? I'm going to open this up like that actually. Let's put that on there so I know how much glue to put down. Take my little finger dauber, pop that on top, squeeze that down. There we go. Just pull that a little bit tight. Oh, I quite like that. Let's just bend that over. A little bit down there. I want to pull this a little bit tighter. That's it, and stick that down. Do you think I should have stuck the bottom as well so things don't fall through? But you could pop a little something. I'm going to glue the bottom actually. I'm going to pop a little bit just along that bottom, and then it would be like a little pocket in there. There we go. Oopsie. Trim that off. Oops. There we go. A little bit back in there. Oh, I like that. Look, we've got a little pocket in the pocket. We've got a little pocket in the book. So now we need a little tag or something to go in there, don't we? Do we need something along the bottom? It's a little frilly bit. We need something on here, don't we? I'm going to pop a little bit of frill. Let's pop a little bit of frill on there. There we go. Oops. This will definitely bring your mojo back making these, because you can sort of like decorate them, and I think they look really nice. Oh, I like that one. That's really cute. Oops, let's get my glue off. Right, we need a little something on these. I've got my little, got this. Did I show you this? I think I might have showed you this. It's a little twisty one. These are the little tags that we made the other day. That's the little elastic bands that I did for the little bits of lace and stuff on there. But I found these little roses that I put in there. I just thought one would look really nice. Do you know what I mean? It looks like a little front door, doesn't it? I'm going to pop that on there, I think. Just like that. Pop that down. There we go. Oh, Andy's making another loaf of bread today. He made a fabulous stew, chicken stew, yesterday. Yesterday or day before. No, it was yesterday, I think. Oh, it was so nice. With his homemade bread. He's so good at making bread. Look at that. Doesn't that look like a little door? Little front door. Little fairy door. Might actually round these corners. I do like rounded corners. There we go. Where's my ink? There we go, that's better, isn't it? That sort of softens it a little bit with the round. I like that one. And these ones, do you think we need them along here? Just a couple. Because it goes with sort of this one. I don't like these green bits on there. And there. I'm going to put 3 on here. But I need a little bit of something to go underneath. Do I have any? It's a little bit of pink tulle. I like my tulle. Let's just cut a little section. Oops. Oops. Pull that up. Oopsie daisy, don't pull too hard. I can just ruffle that up in there. Like that. A little bit of glue. Let's put my little finger protector on there. Let's just stick that down. And then these 3 little roses just go in a little bundle. Let's pop some glue down. One can go on. Should be enough glue on there. So this one will fit just in that little bit there. Squash them down. Look at that. How pretty is that? It's so sweet, isn't it? I'm loving it. I might actually put a little bit of something just down here. I never know when to finish, do I? I'm going to pop a little bit there. Doesn't quite go all the way down. Oh, I suppose I could if I thought about it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pop a little bit here. Stick that on. Like that. Trim that off. And then a little bit down the side. In. Oops. There we go, just dip my knuckle in it. we are. Oh, I like that. These are lovely, aren't they? Oh yeah, we got, oh, I think that was the front. Not that it really matters, does it? Now we've got that little tuck in the front. Oh, that's okay. Did I have it upside down before? I must have, mustn't I? But that's the right way up. Oh, there we go. We've got a little tuck in the front instead. So that's okay. That can go in there. Do we need anything else on this one? We need something to go in our little pocket here, don't we? We need to make a couple of little tags. So that one's lovely as it is. Where was the little one? Was it this one? Oh no, it was this one. This one's got a little pocket like that, and then we had this one. So let's just make, and then I need a tag for this one. Those two off as they are. They're fabulous as they are. So let's make a little tag. What's the front pocket? What can we put in this one? We want something pretty, don't we? But I want something which has got a back on it, really. What happened to this little piece? This is where I was doing my covering my boxes, but actually that fits really well, doesn't it? I'm going to chop these little bits off. Let's chop the little bits off. Unless we, no, I think I'm going to, it's too much for my brain to work that out. Let's just cut those bits. They can go back in the box. Okay. Which way round? This way, I think. Like that. So I need to cut up, unless I just flip that up a little bit. There we go. I'm going to bend that up so it's got another little pocket. God, we like our pockets. There we go. I shall glue that up in a minute, but first I'm going to just trim that down like that. Add a little bit of ink like that. I've got glue strands everywhere. Let me just glue this piece. I'm going to just ink this little back piece. I don't know how long I've been going. What time is it? Oh, we got a little bit. We're good for time. We're good for time, guys. Here we go. This is what I was going to use. A little bit of glue. Just so we got another little pocket in there. Little pocket tag. That's a good one, isn't it? You can make these little pocket tags. And do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to just bend this over like that. Oops. That's a dreadful job. Let's just round that off. There we go. That's better. And then you've got that, which you can just pop over the top of a page or whatever. It's something to go in our little pocket anyway. I hope that's not too wide. Oh God, guys, look. It's too wide. Never mind. Let's just trim it down. I'll have to glue back up again. That's okay. We can do that. Oh, that one's still stuck down. That's okay. Let's stick this little one down. We can fix it. We can fix that. What I'm also going to do, I'm just going to round these ones off, because when you're putting stuff just in the tiny little one, when you're putting stuff in a pocket which has got lace on it, these corners tend to sort of catch. So if you just sort of like gently, you know, round it off, and that's with the little diddy one, that's with the smallest one. Hopefully then There we go, look at that, that fits in there perfect now. And it doesn't get caught because we've got the little round bits on there. And I'm going to take one of my little roses, I think, and just pop that on the top. I'm going to leave the green on it. I've got glue gun stuck to my nails. Oopsie daisy. There we go. A little bit of glue on there. Kind of like those green bits on this one. They can sort of pull up like that, can't they? Squeeze that on, so we've got this little pocket in the back that goes into this little pocket there. I think that needs just a tiddly bit of sticking there. There we go. There we are. So we've got a little tag in our pocket, in our little booklet. Look at all these strands. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh, then we need, what was it? Let's just make a couple of quick little doodads to go in these. Just, oops, this will fit in there, won't it? Let's just cut that off. There we go. And I'm going to just use that as like a little journal card. So I'm going to round the edges. Let's go for the medium. Like that. That can just go in our little pocket. Like that. So that can just tuck in there, and that can just close up, and that's just lovely to go into a little pocket of a journal. And then we just need one to go in here, don't we? Into the back. Let's see what we've got in our little mountain of bits and pieces. Oh look, this one's got a, I don't know, we could make a tag out of this, couldn't we? Let's just make it straight. Will that fit? Just, so we need to be about there. Let's just eyeball it. Lovely. And again, I'm just going to round the corners off because it just makes it nice and neat and soft. Softens it up. I think this sort of hard edges. There we go. Fabulous. So, what's that? Less than an hour, guys. We've got these lovely little makes. And again, you can add to these if you want to, but I think that's probably enough on there. I just love this one. Just lovely. Oh, look at these. Is it? And then we've got 5 beautiful little scruffy little notebooks made of little bits of your scrap papers. So I think they've come out really, really well. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Do apologise about my croaky throat, but thank you for joining me. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Stay safe, take care, and I will see you soon. Alright guys, bye bye.